How are you guys? Today we're going to talk about self-esteem. I have my daughter. I think that as a doctor you need to be congruent with what you teach. I feel my self-esteem is high, and the self-esteem of my daughter is high too, because that's what I work with. Because I don't believe that you can love anybody if you don't love yourself. You can't give what you don't have. So I'm going to let today my daughter Ashlyn, my most beautiful, great, amazing daughter, and unique, to talk about self-esteem. She's 20 years old. She's living in a world of I, and a lot of superficiality. And I want to know, and she's going to tell you guys in front of me, what did she learn about self-esteem? What did I taught her about self-esteem? So tell the people.
Okay, well, when you have self-esteem, when you see those people on the street that are like, oh, I don't care what people think about me, and they're like 300 pounds and wearing big shirts and big pants and eating all day long, yeah, their self-esteem is not high, okay? They just say that to excuse themselves from working hard and putting effort into looking their best and being happy with themselves.
So you're talking about taking responsibility and being accountable for your decisions?
Taking responsibility and being accountable, for one. And for two, having integrity with yourself. If you have self-respect, and if you have a good self-worth, then you take care of yourself from outside and from the inside.
Tell me about people that are the only thing they care is about outside and not inside.
People I've dated many men in the past. I've had many friends in the past. Boyfriends, whatever. And all the ones that were really, really good looking could never tell me anything. We would sit and have dinner and we would not be talking. It would just be silence the whole time. And I'd rather be with a wall than be with a guy who's good looking that doesn't talk. Or if they do talk, they can be assholes the whole time through. And you don't want that either.
Because they have something, they don't have anything to say.
They don't have anything to say, so they're just trying, they're always focusing on their looks and not on what they are their qualities of life. And that's a big problem. And women too. There's so many girls out there, all they want to do is have sex and drink, and all they care about is their appearance on the outside. They don't care if they're smart, if they go to school, if they have a degree. And I'm not saying about every woman, but there are some out there, and they're an embarrassment to the rest of us. Because a lot of the beautiful girls out there are smart and do have a high self-esteem, and all these guys think that they can walk all over us because some of the stupider good-looking ones let that happen.
Yeah. So do you think that women are loyal to each other, or they compete with each other?
It depends on the culture, but I've noticed that in this country, women are always trying to compete with another woman. There's never an equality. Even when you're in a room alone and you say, hi, how are you doing? Inside they're really not really smiling at you, and they're really looking at you to measure you off, to see if you're competition for them.
It's about if they feel threatened, they push you out. They push
exactly.
You
if you're ugly and you have really good friends and they're all pretty, you know why they're your friends, right? Not because of your mind, but because you're not competition.
Okay, what about Hispanic women? What do you think about that culture?
I have not gotten to interact as much anymore with Hispanic women. At the time that I did, I was very young, at an age where you're always teased, so I didn't really have the best experience. But from the female women that I did know that were Hispanic, those women usually were very loyal to me, and they really came through when they said they would. If not, if they didn't say anything, if they were flaky from the beginning, then that's all I could expect from that person.
Okay. What do you think about interracial relationships?
Well, what do you think?
What do you think about people marrying, if you're black, you married someone white, or if you're white, you marry someone from the Hispanic country?
I think it's great to combine races. I think it's great for the community. I think it's great for people. I've noticed that people who are mixed are very good looking most of the time.
Do you think that in your times, you're 20 years old, do you think that kids are racist? The truth.
Racism at my age has been very low.
Yeah,
from my experience.
I believe it.
We accept a lot of races, And I've noticed that a lot of mixed races are actually very smart. They have combination of talents, combinations of culture. I think it's beautiful. I think that people should be able to.
We need to finish right
I
now.
know.
We need to finish.
Okay, well, hold on.
Yeah.
I think that people should be able to connect with each other, and not matter what their skin color or their race is. And it's important that we all are open with each other so that we can have a happy environment to live and not feel like, oh, if I look a certain way, I shouldn't be here. Because I think that's ridiculous.
Well, that's really good. And thank you so much for this.
You're
and
welcome.
You know what? You have here two generations. I'm 43. She's 20 years old. So this is two generations that we believe that racism is ridiculous and that we believe in interracial relationships. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Give a kiss.
Mwah.